In today's Sailor Piece video, I'll be giving you the only progression guide that you need to reach the end of the game before the release of C2. I'll be going over early game, mid game, and end game. So if you're someone starting off or just wanting to prepare for C2, this is the video for you. Make sure you watch till the very end because I had a secret word somewhere in this video, and if you're the first person to comment it, I'll help you get whatever weapon set that you want. And really fast, I want to mention that we hit 5,000 subscribers. Let's go! Thank you guys, and as promised, I'm going to be giving away a 2x Game Pass to one of you who comments your username. I'll be posting the winner in tomorrow's YouTube video. I'll be picking one random commenter from a random video of mine that has their username commented. And our next big giveaway is going to be at 10,000 subs. And it's going to be for every single 2x Game Pass. So don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to join the Discord. We're almost at 500 members and we do a bunch of exclusive giveaways just in there. Like we're giving away a special Ice Queen right now. All right, the very first thing we're going to want to do is join this group right here. So you have extra, I think, 2.5k money and some gems, which is really nice because it gives you enough money to buy the katana or roll for a fruit if you want. I always buy the katana, but I know a lot of people prefer getting the fruit. But honestly, I think the fruits are pretty weak in this game. So hopefully when C2 comes out, they'll buff the fruits. And very next thing we want to do is we want to go over to our settings over here, and you want to scroll down to this setting right here. Enable quest repeat and auto quest repeat. You want to have these two on because it's just a nice feature to have. Like, look, especially when you're starting off. A lot of other games don't have this, so they make you pay what's for a Game Pass for this, but Sailor Piece gives this to us for free. Pretty much, you know, every time you finish a quest, it will literally just auto... How am I missing? It will auto equip the next quest, so you should be able to, you know, either AFK grind faster or just, you know... It's a quality of life thing. A lot of games don't have that. Sailor Piece has, which I really like about it. Actually, before you even start fighting the quest and everything, you want to head over to Snow Island. You 100% want to head over to Snow Island because we're going to grab one very important thing. We're going to head all the way back here and we're going to grab the armament Haki. Yeah, the trainer is right here. Now for this trainer, it's just going to give us a quest line for us using our combat. I think it's just like punching a whole bunch of stuff, getting kills with our combat, and then using our Z ability a bunch. And then you should just naturally get it by playing the game while doing these early game quests. And after you finish the quest line, you have to make sure you come back over here and you have to purchase it. You want to make sure you purchase it as soon as possible because you can level it up. And to level up your armament Haki, all you have to do is just get kills. And it gives you like a lifetime buff. Like if you max it out fully, your Haki gives you a 75.5% buff, which is insane. So you want to definitely 100% do that. And the next thing you also want to do is head over to Desert Island. And once you're on Desert Island, you want to head over to this NPC over here, the Observation Haki Trainer. This one's also insane. She's a little expensive. You will not have anywhere close to this amount of money, which is fine. But just keep in mind, as soon as you get 250,000, you want to buy Observation Haki with the gems. It's pretty easy to get money. You can get money from just doing your quest, or you get a ton from your chests. The chests get dropped from killing mobs. Higher difficulty the mob, like higher chance it has of dropping said chest. To level up your Observation Haki, you have to make sure your Observation Haki is turned on, and you literally just get hit by a mob. Let me here. Oh shoot. Let me equip something that won't auto kill. I think, yeah, see? And you see how my dodges are going down? I think you start with 5. It just keeps going higher and higher after time. It does take a while too. So if you want to AFK farm, you can aggro one like really low level mob. After you put all your stats into defense, you can just go AFK with the low level like a bandit. And it will just keep leveling up your Haki because you have your auto observation Haki turned on. I believe it's like a 30-second cooldown. So it's not super long, but if you leave it on all night, I'm pretty sure it should probably max you out. Also, by the time that you're farming the second island, this jungle island, by the time you're farming these monkeys right here, you should have enough money to get the Dark Blade. And to get the Dark Blade, we're going to want to head over back to Snow Island. Yeah, I know Snow Island is actually really important early game, but then after that, you kind of really don't use it, unfortunately. But then you want to head over to this Dark Blade seller right here. This is the best early game weapon. It's also 250k gems and, or sorry, 250k money and 150 gems, and is absolutely busted. It's one of the best swords in the entire like game, especially early on. This is the sword I use early on to farm all the way up. One of the best things you can use this sword for is farming the NPCs really easy. All you have to do is literally just go up to this NPC right here, hug it, and then aim like keep your character like in line with the furthest away NPC, and then use your X ability, and you can literally hit every single monkey. This works on every single island. You can literally do this with all of them. So you can turn on your auto ability right here, and then you can just keep going and farming and level up extremely quickly. Now, by the time you're on Desert Island, you might have noticed in your inventory that you're getting a bunch of rerolls, and you might not know what they're for. So you might have gotten a bunch of clan rerolls or like trait rerolls, stuff like that. I'm going to show you exactly where to use them because they're actually really important for the game, especially late on. But early on, it will give you a massive like damage boost. You're gonna want to head over to Sailor Island to use all of these traits. You're gonna want to come all the way over here. You're gonna want to come to this trait NPC right here. Hold on, let me disable this because it's kind of annoying. There we go. You're gonna want to come over to this trait NPC right here, and you want to roll. Obviously, Emperor is the best trait, but honestly, any of these, like even the common ones, yeah, they're not amazing, but early game, it will boost you a lot, so it's really nice to have. And while we're here, your stat reroller, you want to roll this. It costs gems, and gems you can just get from farming and getting from chests. But Z being the best, then it's SSS, then SS, then S, then A, and then, you know, so on and so forth. But you, early on, keep all your A tiers, and then you want to try to get to SSS as much as possible. Like Z tiers, you want to get them, but that's more like end game. That's like when you want to be focusing. And it costs 500 gems to reroll all of them, but if you want to keep like a specific stat, then it's going to cost 1,000 gems per reroll you want to do. So keep doing like reroll alls until you get to like one A tier or one S tier. Oh, and real quick, for your races, the way you use your race rerolls is you literally just find them in your inventory, you click on them. Starting early on, you should roll one at a time. I'm not gonna roll because I have a mythical right now. I don't want to get rid of it. But if you have a lot more, you can like say if you want to roll 10, you can roll like 10 at a time too. Now keep in mind, one thing I forgot to mention, there is a storage system. There is a storage system. So you can store your races. So say you don't want to lose like a certain race. So like say you got really lucky early on and you got an epic race, but you like obviously you want to go for the mythical tier races, right? You can store it just by buying these slots with gems. After you store it, you can go and re-roll your race, and then you can, you know, just keep flip-flopping that way until you get the races that you want, and you don't have to worry about like risking losing all the good races that you get. The same thing works for your clans. This is the same way. It's the exact same system. You use it to, you know, you just type in how many you want to use, and then that's exactly how you reroll. And these give you like really nice buffs. Like these are mythical, so obviously your buffs won't be as good as this, but you know they're still very nice to have. Now at this point in the game, you probably are going to be close to level 2500. You want to head over to this artifact NPC right here, and you want to unlock her. It pretty much gives you the ability to get the artifacts, which are very end game items, but you want to get them early. Like you can start farming them, and you can start leveling up your milestones, because leveling up increases your chance of getting like legendary tier items. So right now I have an 8.2% chance of getting a legendary when I get an artifact drop. And legendary tier is the best because that's the only one you can upgrade all the way. Now this is when your dark blade's gonna be starting getting a little power crept, and that's fine because we're gonna go to Shibuya Station right over here, and we're gonna want to buy I believe Gryphon. Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Comment down below if I'm saying that correctly or not. But Gryphon, you're gonna wanna buy this sword right here. You can buy it for 650k or 650 gems, and honestly, it's a really good sword. I wish I knew about this when I first started. I didn't know about this sword, so it took me a very, very long time to grind. But it has crazy big AoE moves. Like look at this. This is the X move right here. Yeah, see, look, it melts everything. It will melt most things for you. Just make sure you have everything into your sword. Oh, by the way, you do have a unlimited amount of resets for your stats. So if you ever want to switch to say like you're focusing on melees, right? You want to put everything into melee, you can put everything into melee. Say you want to do something with your fruit, you can put it into your fruit. Oh, but you decide, like, you know, you finally realize fruit sucks, so you'll go like, okay, maybe not fruit, we'll do fruit, sword, sorry, not fruit. We'll do melee, sword, defense. You know what I'm saying? You can just always change your build up, which is really nice, and you're not limited to like one build. Because I know some games, they'll make you pay like Robux or like wait for codes, or you have to do a really long quest line to reset, but that's the nice thing about Sailor PC, you don't have to do all that stuff. While you're here, you want to make sure you're farming the Limitless Sorcerer, and you want to be farming the Curse King over here up top. Usually he's kind of like pointless because his boss drops, like you don't use them for Ascension, I don't believe. You also want to be farming over on Sailor Island. They have this shop right here, the Solo Hunter Jinwoo. They have him, and they have a Alucard, yeah, the Vampire King. They rotate. They have like one spawns one time, then the other one spawns, so they're flip-flopping always, but they always all respawn within a 5-minute interval, so you should be making sure you're farming them to get their drops, because you need them for the Ascension, because that's when you can start getting like increased damage buffs, more money, more like cooldown reduction, more gems. It's all really nice. And I think for the first like 4, 5, 6 levels, it's only these 4 bosses drops that you need. It's honestly around this point where I suggest you should roll for a fruit. You could do this a little bit earlier, but you want to come over to this fruit roller right here, and you want to roll for coins until you get the Quake Fruit. The Quake Fruit is honestly the only viable fruit in the game. Yo, what is happening to my character? It's only used on one island too. You want to use it on the Shinjuku Island. So pretty much early on, like you might be around level like 4500. That's when you'll be able to fully max out one stat. So you just want to reset all your stats. You want to put them all into your power. And then you should want to, you know, come over here and accept this NPC quest right here. You accept it, and then you come back to the middle right here, and you want to just pretty much put on, like, you wanna stand like right in this area right here. So you hit all the NPCs on this side and the NPCs on this side over here, and you just want to use your C ability. It spawns 2 massive waves, and it will get you a ton of stuff. Literally, this is the best way to farm. And if you're, don't want to like grind out all the levels by yourself, if you do this like overnight, it will max you out. Literally, it will max you out level wise, and you'll get a whole bunch of chests and stuff. And these chests that will drop the rerolls and all that good stuff. So honestly, one night of AFKing this will send you to endgame. And this busting NPC over here, you want to make sure you're putting in like your swords and everything to upgrade it all the way. You can upgrade your melees also, but pretty much you just get items from the Quake method. The Quake method farm that I just showed you guys, you'll get a bunch of your upgrade stuff from this. So pretty much after you do that a couple times, you'll have enough stuff to fully upgrade all your weapons. And upgrading all your weapons gives you a 25% like stat bonus, so you need it. You just have to upgrade. That's one of the first things you should do after getting a new weapon. You just come over here to Shibuya Station and fully upgrade your weapon. The next weapon after the Griffin sword that we're gonna be wanting to get is probably Shadow. So like either you want Shadow or the Soul Reaper, so the Ichigo sword. But I always recommend Shadow just because, Shadow turns into atomic. Like you need Shadow to turn into atomic eventually. That's a really good sword right now. So you should ideally go for this one. And it's not super hard. You literally, have to come down here to the dungeon quest. And you have to do the dungeon quest first. It's just going to send you on a scavenger hunt. Comment if you want a guide on where to find all the items. But a lot of people made videos on them already. But I can give you guys one if you want. But then you just go into here and then you just do the Sid dungeon a bunch of times until you unlock everything for this quest, and you should finally buy this sword. And then you want to head over to the starter island because you can actually get the F move unlocked. I wish I knew about this. I actually didn't know about this NPC until way later, so I never did this, but it would help me a lot more. But you want to head over, I believe, is it here? No, it's the other NPC right over here, and you want to do this. Like, he'll tell you exactly what you want. Oh yeah, see, defeat 1250 NPCs and you'll get the F move. So you want to do this. I never did this quest line because I didn't know about it, but if you want to get stronger, you should do this quest line. And then this is honestly gonna be your weapon until late game, just because it's good enough to carry until late game. So let me pull it out. It is right here. Boom. It honestly looks sick. It does a good amount of damage too. But this is pretty much everything we're gonna be doing. We're gonna want to head back over to actually where is it? Dungeon Island. And you're going to want to start farming your runes. You want to start farming these runes. You want to do this rune dungeon right here until you get these runes right here. You want a fortune rune and a havoc rune. These two are the best early on runes because this gives you a luck bonus and this gives you a damage bonus. All the other ones, they work. Yeah, it's nice to have, but these two are the best early on because eventually, you can get the secret runes, but that's way later on in the secret tower with a very low chance of getting. To level up your runes, max level is 60, but you just have to keep getting more runes. So you just keep playing the rune dungeon. Every time you get like a rune drop, it will slowly level up your rune. So you just keep farming that and it will eventually max out very quickly. Make sure you come over to Slime Island. You want to make sure you're leveling up your skill tree. Actually, before you do that Quake Farm AFK thing, make sure you have your skill tree unlocked because every 100 NPCs, you get 1 skill point, I think, or something like that. And you use the skill points to level up your skill tree. So you want to unlock this so when the next morning you come back, or if honestly you just want it while you're playing the game to like slowly add skill points so you can start leveling up and getting buffs. Like luck, you can get 25% luck bonus. Crit, you can get another 25. Damage 25. Crit chance, it goes up by 5 each, but still. Now around this time, I would consider upgrading your weapons. Like I would stick with the sword, honestly, because the swords are just really good right now. But I would either recommend going for the Atomic, Ice Queen, or True Manipulator. Ice Queen, honestly, screw these two. You want to go for Ice Queen. Ice Queen's not even that hard to get, and it's absolutely the best sword in the game right now by a mile. It's best for AFK grinding, after playing, all the game modes, everything. This is the best sword in the game by a mile. And all you have to do to get it is you want to head over to Boss Island over here, and like while you're killing all these NPCs, you should be getting Frost Relics. You want to use the Frost Relics on this boss summoner down here, scroll all the way to the bottom, and spawn the Ice Queen. And all you have to do is just keep killing her until you get all the drops. Hold on, let me unhide this. But it has a very low chance, so it's going to take you a couple tries. And to get her title, it's 155 kills to get the pity for it. Hopefully you get lucky and you get it earlier. Oh, also, don't forget, don't forget, join the Discord. We are giving away an Ice Queen right now. So if you want the best weapon in the game, join the Discord. Pin comment. Don't forget. But yeah, you just gotta kill her a bunch. Oh, wait, I fully forgot to put levels back into sword and defense. That could have been rad. Okay, there we go. There you go. Like, at my level, you start one-shotting her, but, you know, you should still do a decent amount of damage with her with Shadow. But you just want to keep farming her. And then her NPCs, I believe, the first one is right here. Yeah, no, it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. You need the Frost Empress title, which you get from killing her a bunch. Then the gems, the Ice Core, Frost Brand, all that good stuff. And these are just items you get from killing her, and the 25 Frost Relics is what you need to spawn her anyways. Now, I don't really exactly remember everything that you need to craft her moveset, but it's also just the same boss drop, so it's not super difficult to do it. You just gotta keep grinding. But this is definitely the sword that you want. I forgot to mention, but the outfit that you're gonna want is the Ice Queen outfit. This also dropped from the, you know, the Ice Queen NPC, so you should have a ton of it. After you get a ton of them, come over here and enchant it all the way up to level 10. I can't show you. Actually, I can just do it on this one. But pretty much you just want to keep going all the way up until it's level 10. It'll just keep buffing the stats on it even more. But the Moon Queen one is... Sorry, no. The Ice Queen one is the best one in the game right now. And now at this point, you should also be focusing on, you know, getting good spec passive, getting good power traits, all that good stuff. Yeah, how am I'm dashing past the portal so much. But you want to head over to... First, let's go to Judgment Island first. You want to get a good spec passive. Ideally, I always go for Berserker or Damage 5 or Rampage. Fortune Chosen if you're grinding, but if you're just going for straight damage... Oh, I have the wrong thing right on. I was making the max possible luck build. But here... Oh, you can also store your spec passives and power traits and all that stuff too. So you want to make sure you're doing that. But you want to store... Or you want to roll for, you know, all this good stuff. Rampage, Berserker, or Damage 5. That's the only ones you want as max as possible. And you get the passive shards from playing the game, just killing NPCs, opening chests, all that good stuff. Now we're going to head over to Lawless Island, to this power NPC right over here. And you want to roll for Curse Brand or Colossus. I personally like Curse Brand a little bit more just for doing straight damage. But Colossus is better if you're just trying to like grind for like AFK because it has the luck buff. But I recommend Curse Brand if you're just trying to maximize your damage. It is the best. Or these, you just want either one or the other. The rest of them, honestly, these guys just don't compare to one of the mythicals. And you get one guaranteed after 500 no matter what. And you can just get the power traits from farming. While we're here, you want to farm either this arena fighters here or the NPCs on Ninja Island, because they would drop the best artifact set in the game. I did make a video on how to get the best like stats on your artifact and the best ways to grind them. I deleted a lot because I needed dust to upgrade. You want the Abyssal Crown set. That's the only one that you want. Now, I always recommend focusing on crit chance. So my crit damage isn't as high, but I consistently always hit a crit. So it will consistently always have high damage, which is really nice. So you want to focus crit chance, damage, and crit damage in that order. And while you're playing the game more and more, you start getting all this stuff. You cannot forget about the tower. The tower, oh, and boss rush, but we'll go over that next. The Infinity Tower. Oh, yo, can I stand up? What's wrong with me? This Infinity Tower, it pretty much is a portal. It opens to, you know, as it says, it's an infinite tower. It has infinite amount of floors. The max floor someone's gotten to right now is 149, which is crazy. Should I make a video trying to get to on the leaderboard? Let me know. But the tower, it drops these tokens, which you can use to upgrade your stats even more. You can literally upgrade every stat. You should fully max this out. I still need to max out my HP, but honestly, the order you should do it in is damage, crit damage, luck, and then crit chance. That's the order I recommend doing it in, and then HP last. For the boss rush stuff, it's on Sailor Island. You just want to head over here, talk to this NPC, it'll spawn a portal, and then it'll take you there. You can defeat it pretty easily, but it is kind of a long grind. And I'm planning on making a video on how to beat it in under a minute, which I know, because I know a lot of you guys were asking for that, so I'll show you guys how to do that. Pretty much for the boss rush, it's faster you beat it, more tokens you get. So in that video, I'll cover everything, like best way to min-max everything, so you don't have to spend too much time AFK grinding. But pretty much for those tokens, you come over to this boss rush upgrade right here. You pretty much want to max out everything in this store that this NPC offers. At this point in the game, you should have a ton of gems, ton of everything. You want to make sure you're starting to get all your Z stats into, because I'm sure you didn't get any of the Z stats early on, but now you want to come back, make sure your Z stats are all, you know, nice in there. Oh, real quick, these are the most important Z stats. They're your damage, cooldown reduction, crit chance, crit damage, and luck. Damage reduction and cooldown, or sorry, damage reduction and defense are like, you know, it's nice to get them in there, but like it's not super important, you know? Oh, one thing later into the game that most people always end up forgetting, your aura and your cosmetics, it has a very low chance of dropping from these NPCs right here, but you pretty much, you open them up and then, you know, you just equip them. They all give a buff, legendary being the highest, but you just want to equip the highest tier one that you want. You don't have to visually show it. you can visually show the one that looks the nicest. Like I'm showing the Gambler aura just because I like the green instead of the Winged aura right here. But I'm using the stats of the Winged aura. Like and subscribe if this helps you at all. And don't forget to comment your username because I'm announcing the winner for the 2x drop Game Pass in tomorrow's video. So make sure you tune in and watch that to see if you won. And don't forget to join the Discord because we're also giving away the Ice Queen in the Discord right now. And on your screen right now is a video that YouTube thinks you'll absolutely love.